day of excellence, 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 excellence. 90 day of excellence, 90 day of excellence. Good morning, guys. Good morning, excellent people. Good morning, brilliant minds. Your girl clocked in this morning, and today is 90 days of excellence. We don't know what we're going to do today, but we sure know that today is going to be an excellent day. We don't know how the rest of the day going to look, but I want to start my day off with excelente. So good morning to one and all. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Your girl don't much come back home. Took my kids to the doctor and all, so I was out. But because one of them had get the thing in their hand and they had to go back on the TB test and they had to go back and check it to make sure everything was good and ready for school on next week Monday for him. So good morning. Oh, I have a thing in my bag. I need to go see. When was that appointment? I probably gonna have to run downstairs to see. Was it? I think it's the 29. Yeah, I think it's the 29. So greetings to one and all. How is everybody doing this morning? Your girl is here. She clocked in. She's showing up, and I know that today's an excellent day, and it will be an excellent day because I'm claiming today to be an excellent day for your girl, Resilient Queen, and for everyone that is out there in this world. Regardless of what the circumstances may be, it will be an excelente, excelente in Spanish, excelente. Yeah, por favor, me, please, please, por favor, please. Yes, finish your class. We're not doing that. You're a big boy now. Go. The big one doing a diagnostic test. So we are here for 90 days. We not much long come back in the family. We not much long come back in. And why you girl made the girl made a vegetable salad, so I think probably I had grilled the vegetables, so I might need to warm it up. See, cheers, I go warm it up and get some ranch and go eat it. And then we're gonna talk about this 90 day of excellence. I think they have a song about excellent, excellent quality of us. Yeah, you know, with Jamaica, they created it. I will sing the song. I think about Jovanta say excellent with quality of us. Very creative people. So good morning to one and all. I don't know why the lighting is so bad, but we're not gonna worry about the lighting. Yes, we have to worry. Okay, I think you can see me now. So good morning. Hey King Iton, he said, do you play steel or no? I don't even know what those are. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. So good morning and congratulations for the top one fun. We say excelente. So today is about 90 stuff to talk about. He always feeling it. So good morning. So I get my son taken care of and now I'm gonna eat something and chill for the day. Well, not really chill, but get something to do. Good morning, Sing. How you doing? I owe you take the number one spot. This hey, these people not playing. These people not playing. You say 500. You say $500 going backward. $5,000 going dollar sign backwards. You know, easy. You know. Good morning, man. Good morning, Sing Bat. What they call that? Meta Sing Bat. Lily Jewel, bless up yourself. You said dollar. You said top 3 fans with a ring. May say, let me put that. What you say? If you let me put a ring on it, how does the song say? Oh, I don't even know the song. I can't even bother to sing that song. Little Jewel, excelente. Hi from Texas. Greetings. You know I have a brother live in Texas. Greetings. How are you? How are you? How is everybody doing this morning on this 90 day of excellence? It is an excellent day. It is a beautiful day. You know, it's one when you wake up and you say, well, I didn't sleep. I nap. Your girl nap. She didn't sleep. Yes, she napped. But I'm gonna eat this thing here. So greetings to one and all. Greetings. I wonder if I should sit in my living room. Yeah, probably should sit in my living room. So greetings to one and all. We gonna talk about 90 days of excellence. You know we have to get warm up, people. So nobody thinks that the girl have to get warm up. Yeah, she have to get warm up. It's like they put you up on stage and they just throw you up on the stage. I say something. You have to get warm up. You're up on stage and pace yourself. And you probably make some look a joke and pace yourself and try to get your thought process. So I'm gonna get the mind, okay? So don't rush me. I'm gonna get the mind. I'm like, Lord, why you put this big challenge on my head? 90 days of excellence, but it's always good to wake up and feeling blessed. Remember, we say one word to conquer anything in your way. One word, if it was Psalms, you know what I mean? So it's a 90 days of excellence. So that's all we need sometimes. 90 days of excellence. We don't need a bag of things, so to tell you that you're excellent. Just 90 days. Yeah. You finish your test, young man? My battery died. I couldn't even get no record. He said, where are you from? I'm originally from Jamaica. Little Jewel. I am originally from Jamaica, living in the bright and beautiful state of Michigan. Nice, beautiful state. You know, we all have hurdles, but it's a beautiful place. So much to see, so much to do. So greetings to one and all. Greetings. So 90 days, I'm going to whip my mouth up with some mushroom, grilled tomato, grilled onion, and everything. No meat. No meat. And we're going to talk about 90 days of excellence. You know what I mean? Is that so when you say you're excellent, you say, I'm doing good, I'm doing amazing, I'm doing wonderful. But you don't have to be doing wonderful in certain areas to say you're feeling excellent. It's all about how you're feeling. You know what I mean? You wake up and you're like, whoa, I feel on top of the world. You know, I feel like I can move mountains. I feel like I can take on this task. I feel like I'm ready. And even like everybody who going back to school, the teachers, the students, you know, the parents who are getting all the kids ready like myself here. You know, you have those moments where you feel like, wow, this is a beautiful day and I'm super happy. I'm super excited to see my bright little angels, you know, my kings and queens heading back to school to get something in their little brains, you know what I mean? And mommy can get that time to take care of herself if she didn't get no chance. Because with work and balancing home and all of these things, but take today to make it be an excellent day for you. Doesn't matter what, just make this day be the 90 day of excellence in your life. And I'm going to make sure it's a 90 day of excellence in my life today. Because you know what we speak of in our life, that's what really played out. Like just now, I was having a conversation. Somebody had called me, and I was having a conversation, and the person was saying, "It is rough. It is rough." And I said, "Wait, hold on." I stopped the person in the truck, and I said, "Yeah. It is rough, but you forgot one thing. You got life, so it's not rough because you got life." I said, "What you have to do now is change your thought process so that you can fix things around you." And I said, and I was telling the person, I said, listen to me, when I changed my thought process about a lot of stuff, somebody had blessed me with a car. Mind you, I gotta pay for it, but somebody blessed me with it right there and then, so that little pressure could be taken off of me by keep pouring into something that's not no longer good for me. You know what I mean? It's leaving me, and I had to change my thought process. Enjoy with Naomi. Greetings, my sister. How are you? Greetings. You know, bless up you, bless up, greetings to one and all, and we say to the likers, the sharers, the commenters, the well wishers, the moderators, the silent partners. Yeah, we want to say big shout out to each and every one of you. You know what I mean? So I was letting the person know when they say it's rough, I say, you got life. We have many things to change. You know what I mean? And it begin with us. You say, I am enjoying it with you. Oh, thank you. Enjoy with Naomi. Thank you. You have a beautiful name too. You know what I mean? So we have to enjoy the little that we have. We wake up this morning. The greatest thing when we're talking about rough patch, we're going to have rough patch. Come on now. But the greatest part is that we have life. Many today don't have it. So when you wake up today, tell yourself you are 90 days in excellence. You are excellent. Remember, I say a word a day. can change your thought process. Always be blessed, my dear. Thank you so much. Enjoy me. Congratulations for the top 3 spot. And now you capture the top 1. Hey, these top fans, them not playing. They are not playing. These top fans, they roll out every live. And I want to say big shout out to all the top fans that come across one day. Just one day. Not now, but soon and very soon. One day, I know I will be able to have something to bless somebody on these lives. One of these fine days. It's just one of these days. It's just a matter of time. I remember when my car was giving trouble, who was watching me, what I used to say. Patient, man. Just time. Gotta be patient. Yes, enjoy with Naomi. We gotta be patient, man. And look at how somebody blessed me. So one of these days, I have to show up for my top fans. We show up. But right now, we just have to just keep going. And I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you all, because your girl clocked in and it's 90 days of excellence, and you guys are not afraid to clock in with me. And I want to say thank you all, because if I did not clock in, I wouldn't see no one. I would be just right here being miserable. But I showed up, and there is the job. The job start rolling. The job start rolling. You understand? The confidence is up. The excellence is up. So it's an excellent day. So everybody is a per favor. No, that we're not talking about. No, please, we say excelente. And remember, whatever you want your day to be like, speak it from within. Then it's going to automatically come out. You know what I mean? Let it out. Not only, listen, man. Listen, I tell myself, laughter help you a lot. I was at this place last night, right? And this person swapped their card, and I handed a card back to them, and then they left it. And they were talking to some other person, the partner with they were along with. And the person come back banging and hey, I need my card, you didn't give up my card or whatever. Before the person left, you know what the person tell me? You wouldn't even want to hear what that person tell me. And all I said was, is everything okay? Because, sometimes when you hand somebody something, they double check to make sure everything is good. So you stand there looking and see what's going on. You're going to say, is everything okay? Just to make sure they're on the right path. Woo, baby. That person tell me something I can't repeat here. Because I want my channel to be nice and clean. I want to, So, I can't repeat what that person said to me. Then the person, I said, don't worry. And then he come back for his car. He put back on the door. So write on the note, the same thing he told me, I write it right back on the note. And on the note, I said, do unto others as you would like them do unto you. And I give him right back his word and fold it up and put his card inside of it and give it back to him. Yeah, that's all nicely done, So we have 90 days of excellence, because the challenge are there. But what we're going to do with challenge is turn the challenging obstacles or the hurdles into something greater than what it's trying to use to devour. When the hurdles come your way, it's for you to find the positive, because the negative is the hurdles. You just remember, the negative things that are going to be around you is your hurdles. All right, those are the barriers that are in your way, and you got to get out of them, right? But you have to find the positive, because you already can see the negative. You understand? Because it presents itself. But what if you don't have no positive with you? Then that's where you're going to start to create the positive, because you're going to say, not today. Today is my excellent day. Today is the day that I am moving forward. Today is the day that I'm not looking back. Today is the day that I'm moving forward. So God can continue to bless me and to continue to fulfill me. You know what I mean? Because when you're fulfilled with praise, when you're fulfilled with the word of God, you will feel excellent. You will feel honored. You will feel glorified. You will feel thankful. You will feel grateful. You will feel appreciative. You will feel so, so enjoyable. You will feel so much happiness, even when you know the things that are there, but you're fighting through them. And that's the greatest part of life, is to fight through our hurdles. Mind you, they're going to be there, because that's what challenge a lot of us to say, you know what, I don't need to sit here for the rest of my life. I need to get up, and I need to keep doing something, and I need to move if I want to create better for myself, my family, my well-being, for everybody, whether your immediate family, the family that you have raised up in, or whatever. If you have children, you want to create better for them. So you have to tell yourself that My circumstances is not going to define my future. It's going to help to create the pathway go towards my future. And you have to look to your future with positivity. You can look to the future with the things that are already here trying to pull you back. They're going to be here, but you got to pull through that. You know what I mean? We got to fight. We all got to fight through something. You know, like this morning I went to the doctor this morning with the kids, and you have so many parents out there bright and early this morning. You know, out there early getting their kids their checkup or whatever they need to get done so they can go back in school and start their school year nice. Excellent, you know, with a nice positive mindset. You feel good, kids feel good. Come on now. You know what I mean? So, wake up and feel excellent. Wake up, feel awesome. Wake up feeling blessed. And even if you haven't gone to bed like me yet, still feel blessed because guess what? You have life. Remember what I told you? I was on the phone with someone and they were saying to me, it's rough. And I say, you gotta change your thought process. You can't just get up and sing, it's rough. You gotta change that. You think I'm gonna get up every day and say, oh, I'm poor. Then I'm singing poor into my life. That means I'm not trying to uplift myself. I'm just trying to tell the world, oh, I'm so poor. And you know what? I think 2 days ago, I was saying to someone that fun fact about me getting a car. I remember a couple months back, I was praying to God and I said, God, can't you have a deal? And I was actually talking to a lady friend too. And I was saying to her, I wish I could get a dealership to take a chance in me. Just take a chance on me. That's all I need. Just them to say, yeah, here you go. And take that chance on me. And 2 days ago, I was thinking about it and I called a lady and I said, you remember when I was thinking about if I could find a dealership to take a chance on me in granting me a vehicle? And I'm saying to myself, wow. Little did I know, or little did I remember that I had speak this into existence a while back. You know, I didn't speak it on here. I can recall speaking it on here, but I speak it to one of you too, because one of you have your number, one of you. And I speak it to one of you here. And I said, I wish somebody could take a chance on me. And I remember because the hurdles that I have in front of me at the time, the person was saying, well, I'm not sure about so and so. And I was watching this young lady and somebody take a chance on her and give her a car. You know what I mean? And I said, okay, if somebody can take a chance and give her a car, that means what I'm doing is either to change my mindset, change the way I think, change my thought process, and make things come natural. And Lord, lo and behold, when I least expect it, it came natural. Ain't that excellent? Ain't that something to be joyous about? Ain't that something to say excellent? Ain't that something to say fabulous? Mind you, you still have hurdles now because it's come with its own hurdles. Bear that in mind. And you will say, what do you mean it come with its own hurdle? Yes, it come with its own note, it come with its own insurance that you're gonna pay, and all these things will never be the same. You know what I mean? No, you have to be buckling down and be more stern and all this. Hello, how are you? Dev, greetings, how are you? So everything comes with its own challenge. But through the challenge, there is something to celebrate. There is excellence in everything. And it's how we look at life. There is going to make things better. As I said this morning, that person called me right before I come on here and I had to say, you know, you got to change your thought process. You get up and tell us, oh, it's rough. What are you doing to change your roughness? You know what I mean? You can't just sing roughness. You say you're looking gorgeous. Thank you so much. And congratulations for the top 1 fan. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love the top fans, man. They just come out and they roll out. So where you're from? I'm originally from Jamaica, living in Michigan. You know, so greetings to one and all. And I want everybody to understand that when you get up, it's 7 days of the week. I stress this a lot. 7 days of the week he gives to us. 7 days. Whatever was wrong yesterday, you can write it right today. Whatever was trying to tear you down yesterday, that's in the past. What you're going to do to move forward so your day for today can be better is to learn to be appreciative of the people around you. Like even with YouTube here, the people that come in, day out. Supporting Resilient Queen with no strings attached. No strings attached. These people just naturally come, and because they see me clocked in, they clocked in and showed for me. I want to say thank you all so very much, because many times we're doing something. It's like running a business. This is like running a business. The only thing is this is a virtual business. I'm doing good. Not much. And come back home and everything, and one boy getting his diagnostic test done, and the other one trying to tear the patty up, and I'm trying to tear us out a veggie salad up, you know. But every day somebody just come in and show up for me, and I want to say thank you all, because and that's why I'm showing people that you don't have to worry about anything. Excellent will come, but you have to be consistent, you have to be persistent, and you have to know what you want to do. Sometimes you might not have an idea, but you hear what I said earlier in here. I said, come on, people, I gotta get a little warm up, because sometimes you don't get your thoughts process ready yet. And you gotta warm up. It's just like kids going back to school now. The first week the teacher might not really go dive deep into their lessons and everything. They want this week to be a week where they kind of introduce the kids to their new classes, their new teachers, their new friends, the new community that they're going to be in, the new environment and all these things. And even with homeschool, getting kids ready to forget into the new transition from the one grade to the next and all these things. So everybody have to get worked into everything. You know what I mean? But when you show up, you don't know who the Lord have out there. I always say that the Lord always have people in your pathway. But if you don't clock in, if you don't show up, whether you show up at a 9 to 5, yeah, you could get one. Turn up on the chair and get one. Yeah, you get your one. You plan to marry me? You plan to marry me? You know what I mean? But just showing up, just showing up for yourself. You know what I mean? I know what when I say no watch no face, when I watch nothing. The Lord will always bless us. Here you go, Amir. Here you go, Amir. The Lord is always making a way. But to make a way for us, we gotta start speak good over our life. We gotta learn to speak good over our life. What is it? Ah? You failed? What happened? Finish up your work and then I come and check it. I can go back in and check it. Why? This is what you call excellent, guys. Everybody get. What happened?
So I pick this question as mine. They birth help make something.
They say, how are the main characters in the passage the same? I mean, you're going to read this again and figure out how are they the same.
Yeah, but when I tried to submit it, it wouldn't work.
Passage 1. Try this, submit again.
Sure. See?
Oh, no, we attempt to submit your answer, but there was a problem. Please try again. Hit OK. That means it's wrong. Try something else.
Didn't work, see?
Okay, well, you can move forward then. Then go into maths. Go into maths. Leave that one. Maybe you're going too far. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, that one homeschool family. So we on our 90 day of excellent. Are we eating some veggie salad grill? No meat. No meat. So hope everybody is having an excellent day this morning. Hope everybody is having a fantastic day. I remember dreams are valid. Dreams are valid, so don't give up. What is this? Somebody says something to me?
At 7 News Detroit, your voice matters, and we're here listening, making sure your side, your point of view, your excitement is heard. Linda Lewis, Simon Shaken.
Wait. When is it 29? Ryan, say hi, my Jamaican friend. How are you doing? Greetings. I'm here doing good. My son teacher just text me. So I'm trying to reply to her real quick. And it's back to school time. Excellent. So big up to all of the parents. And we say excellent is a must, you know. We're going out there, we're working it, we're doing it, whatever it's a 9 to 5 or whatever you're doing, you're clocking in on your own, you have your own business, whatever you're doing, but you're making sure excellent is at most importance because it's back to school time and it's 90 days of excellence for you, for your kids too, and to also give you a break. We say big shout out to all the excellent parents out there, big shout out to all the kids that are going out there and just excel to the next level. You say, baby, you have done yourself exceptionally well. But we know it's the beginning of the school year, so we can't take too much credit. We gotta wait and see what they're doing. Because they move to another semester, another year, another grade. You know what I mean? But we're going to claim excellent. All parents out there claim excellent over your children's lives. Claim it. Claim the blessing of the Lord over your children's life. Because if we don't claim it, hey, when the challenge comes, they won't know what to do with it. But once we claim the goodness of God over our children's life, I'm telling you. When is Wednesday is what? Today is Monday. Yeah, Wednesday is good. Wednesday is good. Wait. Today is Monday. You know, I'm losing my mind too, so I guess I need to be excellent too. So if you're losing your mind like me, you need to be excellent. So we're going to fight to be on the excellent role today. Okay, Wednesday is good. It's good. Wednesday is good for. I'm trying to see. Wednesday is when? Wait, today is the 25th. Tomorrow the 26th, which is Tuesday. Wednesday is the 20. Okay, it's good. Okay. Wednesday is good for me. Yeah, I'm just replying to the teacher. Cause my son going into second grade, guys, and he homeschool. So I gotta get my mind right. I gotta get my soul right for this year, and make sure everything run good. So we're talking about the excellent things, you know. Gotta get everything right, and some things are in the pipeline. So we just have to hope and pray, guys. And even though I don't tell you guys what it is, it's not. It don't have nothing to do with YouTube, but it's also have something to do with my growth, and so that I can start move forward to get from point A to point B with opening up some stuff that I need to open up. So you guys keep me in your thoughts and pray. You don't have to know what it is yet, but I just say keep me in your thoughts and prayers as likewise, and we can get there. Excellent. It's excellent with quality a pass. Excellent. So you know we're gonna be out. You know what I mean. When we say somebody excellent, they're outstanding. You know what I mean? Yes, man. Very outstanding. You're good. But the most popular one when you say somebody excellent, you say you're good. Yeah, man. Excellent. You know. So we are excellent. So today your kids going out, you make sure you tell them you're excellent. Use one good word every day of affirmation to your children. Be productive today. You know you're going to be productive. You know, something, because, you know, we live in a world where we could be here today and tomorrow we're not. So every day is a day we should find something to give our kids because they live through the thoughts. They live through what they hear from us. You know what I mean? And I can tell you that much. These kids, they're not playing around. Everything they hear us do or say. Where did I go the other day? And I took somebody, child with me there, and I think there was a music playing or something. And the demonstration wasn't demonstration. I had to intervene. I said, stop. I said, we don't do that. It was in public. I said, stop. We don't do that. So just bear in mind. Okay?
That is based on the research taken from 2001 to 2021. Our first guest is clapping back at all of that, and her brand new book is called The Good Mother Myth: Unlearning How
So we're looking at excellent, and I'm saying why he give me this to talk about? And I literally, let me show you. I got it last night, and I wrote it down in my puzzle book. Last night, and I'm saying, what? I was scrolling through my phone yesterday, and I'm like, he said it just come clear as a day. 90 days of excellence. I said, excellence. But you know, excellence is outstanding. You're good. You know what I mean? Extremely good. You're doing good. And even when you're not doing good, tell yourself you're doing good so you can do it. You start doing good. You know, think positive over your life. You know. Because many of us, you think that you're saying, but I am negative. I don't know how to be positive. You know what I tell my son? I say, if you can think negative, you can think positive. Just like that. Because the same mind, you know, when I was growing up as a kid, you always say, you see your lip? This is the lip that used to speak bad, and this is the lip that also used to speak good. The one lip. There's no extra lip, just one lip. You know, one lip, and it can use to say several things. And that's the powerful part of our body. This lip. Up movement, so we active 100%. Walk on, my brother, bless up yourself, my moderator. Walk on, bless up yourself, man. Hey, me, I watch you last night. I said, Jalo Star. Hey, the party turn up last night. I say, Ray. In the background the last time, man. So how you doing? Up movement? How you doing? Yeah, good morning, my friend, man. Yeah, man, bless up yourself, man. We say one family, yeah, man. Are your word, you know, yeah, man. Yeah, you are your word, one family, yeah, man. Bless up yourself, man, every time. I will say greetings to everyone, man. Manners of and respect. You know. But we think that when somebody speak certain way, they have an extra lip. They don't got no extra lip. The same lip. You might have different shaped lips. Like mine is the longest lip on the planet, but it's a whip. Hello, Elise, was a vibe last night. Yes, I was in there. You know, I was in there till I had to leave. You know, I went to many live last night. Every day is I tell myself it will be an excellent day for me every day, because I not only get to be in my thing, I get to be around other people thing, because that's how you learn, that's how you grow, that's how you say excellent, you know what I mean? Because even this 90-day excellent journey that I am on, you know, I learned to challenge myself through somebody else. You know, they put this challenge out there. So big shout out to Lashana Success. She put this challenge out there, yeah, for anyone. And I tried it. And I'm telling you, said thanks for stopping by. Up movement, you know, me always their own, man, you know, but sometimes you have to just, when they say silent, because you got things to do, you know, and I tell people all the time, as a single mom, got a lot of stuff to do. As a single parent, because even this morning when I'm heading out this morning, I don't come home. I head straight to the doctor office with my kids to get them check up and make sure they're good. You know, and get the appraisal and so. Yeah, man, one family, man, we got to do what we got to do, you know. If you understand, you know what I mean? I always tell people that, hey, it's 365 days of the year. I don't expect every time I turn my camera on, you say, oh, I need to be excellent here. I need to be present. No. If you have to present in the background and just do what you have to do, or you can get to come to they have a button where I like to say called REPLAY, replay. You know what I mean? You can watch a replay because you have stuff to do. Because remember, I don't schedule my live either. You know what I mean? So nothing wrong if you replay. And a lot of people, they're working for watch time. So therefore, I need to just put you on replay and let you run, do what you got to do so you can get your hours. You're not looking for me. You need your hours. You know what I mean? And the Lord will always put people along your way. Yes, up movement, 100%, you know? I've seen so many people right now that when they started out, they had nobody with them. And I tell them, just keep going. I say, keep going. And I say, as a matter of fact, the people who you support are not the people who always going to support you back. And you gotta understand, because he give you his own people. You know what I mean? He give you his own, one YouTuber say he's your own tribe. He give you your own tribe, and you have to understand that. And that's why this thing is so big. It's like a job. You're going there for a job, and even though you see other people in the same job as you, but they may up another level doing this, something higher than you, or below you doing something, or you in the middle or something, but it's still a job. Look at DoorDash. DoorDash, as in the app, DoorDash, not DoorDash, DoorDash. You know how many people on that platform clocking in to go get their orders so they can make money to take care of their family? So it's there for everybody. So even if you clock in and you say, but I don't know who gonna send me an order, so you don't know that. If you don't show up, you won't know what the miracle gonna be for you. And that's why you gotta change your thought process, because a lot of time we're drowning in the mindset that we have from growing up as a kid. Oh, mama this, papa this. You know what I used to tell myself as a kid to motivate myself? I used to tell myself this, and this is true. I see my mom with a bunch of kids. I will never have a bunch of kids. They're not handbags. That's what I used to tell myself. Kudos to everybody who have their kids. Everybody love their kids. Everybody way of life is different, mind you. So bear that in mind. And I tell myself, I see my mom with a bunch of kids. I will never have a bunch of kids. And that's something I made as a young girl growing up. They're not handbags. And I'm not going around like I'm a donor for everybody I see. This not going to happen. I put my own rules down as a kid, and I stand firm to that. You know what I mean? And then I don't need to stress anybody out for everything that I need for my children, because it's tough. I need to fight because I get them. You know what I mean? And then I also tell myself that a lot of stuff that I wanted to accomplish, one of my biggest goals that I wanted to accomplish was to have a qualification before I have any children. And did I have that? Yes, I get that before. And that's why sometimes it's good to write down things. Write down things. Even yesterday, I take the day and get my journal that somebody had donated to me after I had baby. I think it was my doula or something like that. Donated a nice journal for me. Give it to me. And I never use it from 2021 till now. And I finally take it up yesterday and wrote down some stuff in it, because now I take on added bills because somebody give me a car. I will be carless, and maybe I will be out here struggling in terms of don't know how to get around and do certain things or the things I want to do. And that could be frustrating, because I can tell you something. It's not easy when you already have a car and then you're out of a car, and then it's not the same like somebody who's literally walking. And anybody who have a car and a carless now, they understand that it's not the same like when you're just regularly walking every day. It's not the same, because you're so disciplined to say, okay, I have to catch a bus, okay, I have to walk, okay, I have to run to the bus stop, okay, I have to skip to the bus. You know what I mean? When you have a car, you normally just jump in your car, put some gas, tune it up, whatever, take care of it, wash it and everything, and you're good to go. So what would take you 30-40 minutes, the car would take you like no time, depending on how far you're going. So when you out of a car, that can put more stress to your life. And a lot of people will say, oh, I never think of it that way, but it's true. Because you were so accustomed to something. And then that's one of the things that we need. That's why we need support all the time to help us and say, you know what? I remember I used to have car too, and I was carless for a while. How did you do it? How did I do it? You know what I mean? And then people will start to feel much better in themselves. Because it's not easy when you have a car and then go from having a car to not having a car. That's the worst feeling. It's not like going from walking to running and then go back from walking to running again. It's like versa. No. Especially when you live in a place where everywhere you're going, it requires you to have a vehicle. You're getting a job, it requires you to have a vehicle. Nowadays, when you look at an application, they said, do you have a reliable transportation? So you can imagine if you're not excellent in that area, meaning that you don't have a car. You know what I mean? So you're not good in that area. So remember, good, excellent is like somebody say you're excellent, you say good, right? Yeah, man, I'm good, excellent, right? You're not excellent in that area. Cause you don't have that mean. You know what I mean? It's like somebody probably out here now and say, but my rent is about to come up. And you're not excellent in that area because you're not good in that area now because you're gonna be behind. You know what I mean? So you're not feeling excellent in there. But you have to tell yourself, you know what, I will be excellent. This is just a phase of my life. This is just a storm. And then we can learn to ride the storm out. When we challenge ourselves, we will ride it out, but we have to challenge ourselves. You know, many times we hear and we would want to beat down people's doors for everything that we want because they have it. But the problem is, he gave us a mind and he gave us a brain in it, all of us. And we need to start to turn this thing around that is up here. And you learn to use it for the greater good. Not just say, oh, because this one excellent in whatever they do, I can't do it. Yes, you can do it. You have people out there that are willing to even hold our hands right now and walk along the pathway with us. But they want us to come. They don't want to force us. They don't. They know you need the help or something, but they don't want to force. Because when you force people to do something and then they fail, they blame you for their failure. Not realizing that is a technique or the strategy that they were using, and they can continually using it, and they didn't realize that they need to stop, think, and see how much they can change it, tweak it. Sometimes all you need, is just a tweak, just like your brain. Have you ever get up and being a bitter person? You can get from being a bitter person to being the best person you can. All you have to tell yourself that, you know what, I need to change my thought process. I'm going to tweak it. And sometimes it's not much to tweak. But because we're looking at things as a whole, we're not dissecting nothing. And then therefore we have challenged more. And then now we feel like everybody around us is a target. When the truth be told, it have to do with us not wanting to make adjustment. You ever hear somebody say, oh, you don't want change. You don't want to accept change. You know what I mean? Some of us are not warmed up to adjustment. Some of us are not warmed up to new things, new ideas, new way of life, new this, new that. It's like, I grew up in an era where I'm going to piggyback and say, oh, when I was growing up, we could never do this. When I was growing up, I would get slapped for this. We live in a different era right now. Different era. Nowadays you see kids and they're doing something, and sometimes you around other parents and you see kids do something like that. You felt some kind of way, you felt embarrassed, but you have to let the parents know, you know what? Don't feel bad, because I understand, I got two. Even when you know your kids can't do the same, but the parents already feel embarrassed just to see how their kids treat them a certain way in public. So when they turn to you and look at you, they look at you in an embarrassing way because they themselves embarrassed. They're not looking at you as being embarrassed. They are embarrassed, so they looked, And I just turn around and say, listen, I got two kids. I have nothing to say. Because why cast judgment on somebody else's children when I probably, even if I'm not in the boat now, I could be in it later. Even the other night when the incident happened down by the place there, I get to understand that this lady that I saw grow to come to used to right now, that's her aunt. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that's her aunt. When she told me, I said, my lady, I'm sorry for you. My condolences to you. That's her aunt. I'll be talking to her and everything, and little did I know that's her aunt. This your life is right up in your face sometimes, and that's why we have to learn to embrace things and just tell ourselves we're excellent. We're good. We're going to be outstanding. Even if you're at a point in your life where you feel like everything is just like a roller coaster, you can stop the roller coaster. Don't you see how many times you have mid-year crisis with a roller coaster? You stop where you want to stop, right? Same way with life. Life will stop if you tell yourself there's no way for you. Then it's going to stop where you tell yourself there's no way for you. And if you don't change your thought process and try to fix things and tweak things and say, you know what, maybe it's me. Because many a time we blame people, but we got to look at ourselves and say, maybe it's me. So we can move forward. If we're here for healing, you got to learn to forgive and not forget. You won't forget, but you got to forgive so you can move on with life. You know what I mean? We can't sit down and hold grudge for the rest of our life because that's not going to help us, especially if we're on a roll. We have on the 90 days of excellence. We have to speak the things that we want in our life in order for it to come to infusion or come to fulfillment. And it's going to begin with us. It's not going to begin with nobody else around us. No matter how much you think it's going to be with people around us, it's not. So being an outstanding figure in life is not just in society where you are on this honor roll, you're making waves or something. You can make waves in your life by changing your thought process. That's wave you're making in your life. You're creating a pathway that you say, you know what, I no longer want to be this stuck up person. I no longer want to be a toxic person. I no longer want to be a person where people just look at and just feel like being bullied. I no longer want to be there. You got to tell yourself what you no longer want and leave it to him so he can take control of it, So it's 90 days of excellence. I want to see what the message is. Definitely. That thing work. It's spraying out the air freshener. It smell good. So spare vegetable I'm eating here, family. But we want to see what this 90-day challenge is about. And I say greetings to one and all. We want to see if the message is tying in with the excellent things. Mm-hmm.
An unusual reaction because everything you said, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed and I couldn't shake it. Beginning of the new year, all of us are like, I can't wait, I got big dreams. And then you needed that moment of honesty for yourself. Why?
Today is the 20. Today is the 20. How much? Oh, today is the 25th. Woo! Happy birthday to everyone who's having a birthday. Happy birthday. So we're gonna read the message and see what the message was for those days that we missed, and then we're gonna move right along to today's message. So just bear with me, family, bear with me. Greetings to one and all, bear with me. So we're gonna read back from the 21st. The 21st was actually one of my cousin's birthday, one of my adopted mother, sister, son, daughter. The 21st was her birthday. So belated birthday, dear cuz. So the 21st was saying, wait with me for a while. I have much to tell you. You are walking along the path I have chosen for you. It is both a privilege and a precious way, experiencing my glorious presence and heralding that reality to others. Sometimes you feel presumptuous to be carrying out such an assignment. Like this man I'm talking about. What? Why give me this assignment, Do not worry about what other people think of you. Excuse me? He said, do not worry about what other people think of you. The work I am doing in you is hidden at first. But eventually, blossom will burst forth. That means you will start see. So when he start working to you internally, he have to work to you internally first before you can see the sprout. Everything bust out like you burst out and seen. It's like working for your watch hours. You're working internally. You're working hard for your watch hours, right? And when you work, then sooner or later somebody go to watch out your live or so, and then we see a dollar sign just burst out. That means you're working internally with you and you're working, okay? We just type into YouTube just there so you understand. And he said right here, an abundant fruit will be born. So an abundant fruit will be born. All right. And that's why we have to stay the course, be consistent, be persistent, and change our mindset, Stay on the path of life with me. Trust me wholeheartedly and letting my spirit fill you with joy and peace. He said, let my spirit fill you with joy and peace. And this was taken from First Kings 8, verse 23, and Galatians 5, verse 22, all the way to 23. So that was very good right there. And I want to leave this part with everyone here. He said, do not worry about what other people think of you. The work I am doing in you is hidden at first, but eventually blossom will burst forth and abundant fruit will be born. So that the message right there. I want to leave with you right there. And then let's read what it August 22 was saying. Augusto. He said, trust me and don't be afraid. I want you to view trials as exercise designed to develop your trust muscles. You live in the midst of fierce spiritual battles, and fear is one of Satan's favorite weapons. When you start to feel afraid, affirm your trust in me. Speak out loud if circumstances permit. That means it depends on where you at. When you see situation not wonderful with your, if you're at your job, you won't be able to go too much out worse because you might lose your job. You know what I mean? Just saying, because some people might take that as an offense or so. So, and that's why he said, speak out loud if circumstances permit. Jaden, Jay, resist the devil in my name, and he will sling away from you. Refresh yourself in my holy presence. He says, speak or sing praises to me, and my face will shine radiantly upon you. Remember that there is no condemnation for those who belongs to me. You have been judged, not guilty, for all eternity. Trust me, don't be afraid, for I am your strength, song, and salvation. So remember those three words today, family. Don't be afraid, for I am your strength, your song, and your salvation. And that's why nothing wrong with you singing, because sometimes that's all you can do at the moment when you're in situation. It's to sing praise. You hear the song say sing praise, you sing praise to God. And this was taken from James 4 verse 7, Romans 8 verse 1 to 2, Isaiah 12 verse 2. And that was August 22. He said, don't trust me and don't be afraid. And he said, don't be afraid, for I am your strength, song, and salvation. So always sing praise to him in the best way you know how. And he said, if the circumstances, so it depends on where you at, with your location and all these things are very important. So when you're out there, you just say something come at you, you want to say thank you Jesus. Sometimes you might have to whisper it and say thank you Jesus, thank you Jesus. Ooh, thank you Jesus. Sometimes you might have to whisper, and that's why he said it's situations, bro. Jaden, I thought you were the one behaving like that. It's big head Amir. All right, let's read August 23. He said, entrust your loved ones to me.
On the head.
Yeah, I'll give you one later. Release them into my protective care. They are much safer with me than in your clinging hands. You know, we're very clingy creatures, you know. If you let a loved one become an idol in your heart, you endanger that one as well as yourself. Always pointing back to yourself. That's why we have to learn how to treat others good, because everything go right back to us. And that's why we talk about we have to have a mind of our own, because a lot of things go right back to us. Anyway, move right along. Joseph and his father Jacob suffered terribly because Jacob loved Joseph more than any of his other sons and treated him with special favor. So Joseph's brothers hated him and plotted against him. Ultimately, I use that situation for good, but both father and son had to endure years of suffering and separation from one another. I detest idolatry, even in the form of parental love. Ooh. So be aware of making a beloved child your idol. When you release loved ones to me, you are free to cling to my hand. As you entrust others into my care, I am free to shower blessings on them. My presence will go with them wherever they go, and I will give them rest. This same presence stays with you as you relax and place your trust in me. Watch to see what I will do. And this is from Genesis 37, verse 3 to 4, Ephesians 3, verse 20, and Exodus 33, verse 14. You know, there was a story when I was growing up as a kid. My adopted mom told me that there was this lady and she had her child, and I think the one was adopted, and the child that was hers, she used to cook the chicken and give her kids the chicken and the odd stuff, and the other child only the water from the meat. So the child only get no meat and everything, none. So they would treat that child as like she was loved or anything. She only get the water. But when they go to the doctor now and to get a checkup and everything, that child was well nourished, and the other child had the issues. So the one that they were feeding the chicken to, little did they know that the nutrient was coming to the one that they, even though they give that water, the juice of the chicken to the other child, that child was being nourished by that water that they were giving him from the chicken. But the chicken that they were giving to the other child, which is their child, that child had to be in the hospital, was sick. So and that's why I say you have to be careful of how we treat others. But this one kind of struck me right here just now. He said, I detest idolatry, even in the form of parental love. So now as a parent, because sometimes, and I'm being honest with you, sometimes I felt like I love one than the other. Sometimes I do feel that way. I don't know how many parents ever feel that way sometimes, but you gotta be honest. That's how healing take place, and that's how you're gonna learn to develop, and that's how you're gonna change your mindset. Because you're learning to say, you're aware. And he said, be aware of making a beloved child your idol, so that you can detach from that and put them into the hands of Jesus, so God can protect them. Because they always, you ever hear somebody say, oh, your mommy favorite child, your mommy this, your daddy this, and then that child can become also hated by their own siblings, because they feel like, one, they never do anything wrong. Those children, when they get in trouble, they never do anything wrong. But the one that you hated on or you couldn't stand, those are the children that get in trouble all the time. And once you label a child, it's hard to come back. So we have to change all of those things, whether in schools, whether with parenting, whether with anything that somebody gonna label a child with. You have to be careful, because when we label them as such and such, then we cast certain things upon them, and then we expect that society gonna make changes. No, society ain't gonna make changes when we embedded the things that need to be embedded in them wrongly early. So we have to be careful as parents. So that was just food for thought right there. So, and he said the same presence stays with you as you relax and place your trust in me. Want to see what I will do. So he said you have to learn, and he said, as you entrust others into my care, I am free to shower blessing on them. So we just have to learn to entrust with that and move forward with that as well. So he talk about loved ones. Talking about loved ones. So whosoever is the loved one in your life, sometimes we have to do a check of our life and be honest with yourself. Just be honest. You know what I mean? Because God hears us. He know what we're going through. He know how we were feeling. And as parents, when you have children and you have more than one children, you start to have different way of thinking with both children. Especially if one get trouble and the other one, yeah, they both get trouble, but they get trouble at different time. And one will quick at when you say stop, do this or that, they will stop or so. So then you kind of have a little tug of war mindset right there. But it's good when you can catch back yourself and get back on track. Nothing wrong with that. It's when we lie to ourselves and for years. It's like somebody and they die in bed and say, I'm sorry. They know that they want to say sorry for years, but they take the chance when they're on their bed to say I'm sorry. You know. And if you know, you know. But anyway, such is life. I go far, you know. I guess I'm a deep thinker because I really think deep. Anyway, August 24, and then we move on to the next one. It said, I am all around you, hovering over you, even as you see my face. I am nearer than you dare believe, closer than the air you breathe. If my children could only recognize my presence, they would never feel lonely again. I know every thought before you think it, every word before you speak it. My present impinges on your innermost being. And the word that I was calling you about impinge is spelled Impinges, impinges. So my present impinges on your innermost being. Can you see the absurdity of trying to hide anything from me? You can easily deceive other people and even yourself, but I read you like an open large print book. You see how I have to come honest with that parental part. So when I see this, I detest idolatry even in the form of parental love. You see how come so quick I have to come to my realization and say, I was thinking that, you know, it was in my thought. You know what I mean? And that's one thing we have to learn to do is be honest with ourselves. You say, hello, 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 how are you? Greetings to you, greetings. You know what I mean? So we have to be honest with ourselves. That's how we're gonna heal people. You know, that's how we're gonna heal. We have to be honest with ourselves. You know what I mean? We don't owe the world nothing, but we owe ourselves. Because you hear what he said? You hear what he said? He said, I know every thought before you think it, every word before you speak it. My present impinges on your innermost being. So you know everything we're gonna utter out this mouth. You know? And he said, I read you like an open large print book. He said, cool, just wanted to say bye. I'm gonna go to a different stream. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, and congratulations for being a top 2 fan today. Blessings to you. You know, so bear that in mind. He said, deep within themselves, most people have some awareness, like me. I got some awareness of my eminent presence. Many people run from me and what call it? Vehemently, Lord, I can't pronounce this word. Let me spell it out for you guys. That's what my teacher taught me early. When you can't pronounce a word, spell it. Vehemently. Vehemently, something like that. Deny my existence because my closeness terrifies them. But my own children have nothing to fear, for I have cleansed them by my blood and clothed them in my righteousness. Ooh, the way this person framed this is so it took me to Jamaican claim expletive just now. Oh my goodness. I won't repeat this like because it just stick me right there. You say your mind can go negative quick. Whoop, just quickly. Just something you want and you just flip it like this. When they say head or tail, bloop, just like that. Because we talk about but it's an expletives in our culture. So I won't repeat that line. You'll have to go back and play. He said, be blessed by my intimate nearness, since I live in you. Let me also live through you, shining my light into the darkness. And this was taken from Psalms 139, verse 1, 2 to 4, Ephesians 2, verse 13, and 2 Corinthians 5, verse 21. So this is where that was coming from. And he said, I am all around you, hovering over you, even as you seek my face. And the part that I want to leave with you today is the part that says, I know every thought before you think it, every word before you speak it, and my present impinges on your innermost being. All right? And he said you could fool the world, but you can't fool him. You know what I mean? You ever hear this one that say you could hide, run through the rock and the mountain, there's no hiding place for you? So no matter how we running from mankind, we can't run from him. You know? All right, so today's message is August 25th, and it's very short. It's shorter. Let's see what it's talking about for today, because we are 90 days of excellent. Excellent, talking about a good, outstanding, you know, being that. And even if you weren't outstanding, think that in your life. Claim it in your life. It says, I am the eternal. I am. I always have been, and I always will be. In my present, you experience love and light, peace and joy. I am intimately involved in all your moments, and I am training you to be aware of me at all times. Your assignment is to collaborate with me in this training process. I have taken up residence within you. I am central in your innermost being. Your mind goes off in tangents from its holy center, time after time. Do not be alarmed by your inability to remain focused on me. Simply bring your thoughts gently back to me each time they wander. The quickest way to redirect your mind to me is to whisper my name. Exodus 3 verse 14 and 1 Corinthians 3 verse 16 and Psalms 25 verse 14 to 15. And you hear it go right back to your mind. Says everything starts to you. He say your mind goes off in tangents from its holy center. It's just like when we feel like we're in fear, or we feel being betrayed or being attacked, or so you, that part we mind goes straight. He understand that. But this is what he said. He said, your mind goes off in tangent from its holy center time after time. Do not be alarmed by your inability to remain focused on me. Simple, bring your thoughts gently back to me each time they wander. So each time they wander, that's what I'm saying. You got to be honest with what you're going through. You're the only one, and God know what you're going through every day. We all are the only one. No matter how many people gonna say, I know you, I know you, I know you. When they say, I know you not, but he know us. He know every one of us inside out. And that's why it's very important to be honest with us first. You see why we got to be honest with us? Because he know everything about us. Everything. There is nothing we're going to lie to the world. He said we can tell mankind anything, or the world anything. But one thing you can keep doing with your internal, you will be eaten up with your internal if we don't come clean with ourselves. And you hear what he said at the end. He said the quickest way to redirect your mind to me is to whisper my name. Why would he say that? Because he don't really, when you're going through stuff and you're like, you know, I just lied to somebody, and so you gotta go to him and talk to him, because he know why you lied to that person. He know everything about you. He know why you say what you said. He know why we did what we did. Because you know we have to protect ourselves too. In this world, you gotta protect yourself, especially when it comes to social media. You have to protect so much part of you that yes, the world will want to know it, but then again, it's good on one end, but it also can become bad on the other end. And that's why you see so many things become protected, or triple protected, because of protecting our peace, our joy, our love, and our light. Because we need that, because without that we won't be able to be here. You know what I mean? So we got to bear that in mind. So he talk about the mind, and that's why we say nothing that we're going through, it don't just start with just in the world looking here. It start with all of us. All of us. You know, whatever that look like, it start with us. But we have time to change it, because he said we can the quickest way is to redirect your mind to me into whisper my name. Sometimes we're going through something, and how many of us that go through something and you don't want to curse, like the person who are working hard, not you say, I want to change my life. I don't want to be miserable no more. I don't want to be disgusting no more. I want to be excellent. I want to be productive. I want to be courageous. I want to be more aware. I want to be more in tune with me. I want to be more connected with my Father. And you're telling yourself these things, you have to whisper the blood of Jesus. You're whispering it because the things that are coming at you, and you know where you were. You ever hear somebody say, hey, you see, if I was then, you better thank God I changed. You better thank God for Jesus. How many times we hear somebody say, you over here better thank God for Jesus. You ever see somebody steal from somebody or rob somebody or something, and they say, you better thank God I changed my life? Because if it was when I was this boy or when I was this girl. And that's why I believe that once we go to him and be honest with him what we are going through, because remember now, we could be out here and we put it on a front for the world to love us, the world to do everything for us. And we might not be happy on the inside. You know why? Because we're dishonest with our Father. No, we're dishonest with him. Because your thoughts are more than what you utter out of your mouth sometimes. It is so powerful that when they come, if we don't go to him in prayer, in songs, in salvation, and pray to him and read the holy book and ask him for redirection, and we have to whisper sometimes, and he talk about sometimes we're going to be in places where you won't have that privilege of say the blood of Jesus out aloud, or you won't be in a place where you have to worship out aloud. Sometimes you have to go in secret because you don't want to offend other people, because everybody's religion is different, and that's why a lot of things you don't impose on people, because everybody religious belief is different. Walter Meister. Oh Lord, Walter. Let me just say, Walter, I love you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate blessings to you. You know what I mean? So be honest first thing with ourselves, because he already know who we are. No matter how much we paint a picture out here, he already know who we are. But just when you have a good place with him, you're at a good place with him, he will fix the things that you go to him with. He will make a way. But we start with us. He wants us to come to him. We got to go to him. He gave us the tools, which was our mind. And our mind is always bleeding to us, calling to us, crying out to us on several occasions. What am I doing? Why are you being so ignorant? Why are you being so mean? Why are you being so toxic? Why are you being about? Because we want to pay the front for the world to love us. We're going to feed into the negative, because the negative sells more than the love. And that is what getting this world to where it's at. But it starts with our mind, people. We can correct our mind by asking the Lord to say, why my mind is wandering like this? He said, don't worry when your mind wanders. He said, just whisper. They used to have a song say, God know my heart today. The Lord know all of us. He said he knows the circumstances. And he said he will fix it. He will fix it for all of us. As I told you this morning, I had that conversation and the person said, it's rough. And I said, wait. You need to change your thought process. You can't get up every day saying, oh, I'm poor. Oh, it's rough. I'm broke. Oh, keep singing all of those. Those going to be your salvation in a negative way. They won't be the godly salvation you seek. But if you get up and tell yourself that, listen, you got life, that's your salvation. You got a song to sing this morning because you still have your voice in tune and intact. Oh, that's a blessing. I was on the phone when my dad was passing away, and I had to yell out aloud to hear the last powerful voice that he had before everything went out. Went out, complete out. No more words. So it just goes to show how powerful he is. I was on that phone, and the last words out of my mouth are to my dad that night, because I'm no near him. I said, Dad, remember, none of your kids are not near you. We're all over the place right now. And I said to him, the next word I said to him was, remember to pray. And when I tell you I hear, you know your regular dad voice or your parents' voice, that the powerful dominant voice they got. And he said, I'm doing it, my daughter, which was his regular powerful voice. And after that, I said, do you need to go to the hospital? And I could barely hear him. And those were the last words left in my memory of me talking to him before he take his last breath. But I know pretty sure he knows that we were all on the phone. We were on the phone. My younger sister and I was on the phone with him before he take his last breath. But the one thing I was happy about, God used me to make sure I tell him, Dad, make sure. Last thing, remember to pray. And he said, I'm doing it, my daughter. He liked to say my daughter. It was the last word. Because the first word before that was saying, remember, your children is not around you now. So we couldn't dare to hold his hand. I said, Dad, I love you. Thank you. We weren't there to physically say that. But look at how the Lord worked. He already tell me, so even if he was holding on to see me, see his grandkids, he wouldn't be able to see it. But just speaking to me and say, listen, I don't know where to get that from that night. To let him know, Dad, your kids are not around you right now. They're far. While he was going through his midnight crisis, some went down and go visit him before his last breath, his brother and everything, you know what I mean? But it just goes to show how powerful God is. And it seemed like if he was waiting on me to come and see his grandbabies and everything, he couldn't wait no longer. But hearing my voice, and I said, remember to pray. And when that man died, all I said, you know, that man is at peace. That man is at peace. And I tell him one thing. I say, you got to promise me one thing. Don't scare me in my dream. And for that reason, I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him. And I know he's at peace. So in our life, we are still here. We need to make peace within ourselves. Because we can have burning issues that are burning us up inside that are hidden. But we need to just take it to God in prayer. We need to take it to him in songs. We need to take it to him in salvation. You know, go out there, you seek help, you know, seek counseling. You might have a burning issue you don't want to talk to nobody about, but he will send it to the right people, but you got to pray. Ask him for direction. Sometimes you need to get things off of your chest so that your pathway can be clear. You ever see your mirror foggy? And if you don't clean that mirror, what do you think will happen to that mirror? You can't see. You cannot see nowhere you're going. Like now, it's who live in the cold states, and you look at your glass when you get out there, if you drive your car in the morning time, and you look at those glass. When you get around the steering wheel, how you see those glass look? Can you see through them? Same way, sometimes our pathway need to be cleared, and it begin with us. We start to get something to wipe it off, or turn the heat on, or turn the frost on, so you can defrost the window. Same way we need to defrost our mind too. Because sometimes we store some things in there that don't need to be stored in there. You need to let go. You need to let go. You know, you need to swim away. You probably just write down a piece of paper and throw it in the ocean. You need to let go. But we're holding on to it. And these are the things that we hold on to. And then sometimes we see our life going south. We like to say south when your life going left, when things not going so good. We normally say our life is going south. I mean, it's not going good. You know, but when you see your life going the wrong direction, you can pick yourself back up. Because you are aware that you're going the wrong direction. It's a difference when you're not aware. Because you have a lot of people out there, they're not aware. But when you are aware, it is easier for you to pick yourself up and get back to excellence. Get back to I'm good. Get back to being outstanding. Get back on track. Get back to say, where were we? How many of us gain weight? And before, if somebody show you a picture and say, but I used to look like this. But now I'm looking like this. But now, if you work yourself back, we can all get back to where we need to get back to. But it's gonna take dedication. It's gonna take responsibility. It's gonna take a lot discipline. It's gonna take a lot of stuff for us to get back there. And it begin with us. It don't begin with even if you're going to the gym. Oh, I'm going to the gym how many days a week, blah blah. That don't have nothing to do with your gym. It has something to do with us, our mind, whatever we put our heart and soul to. It's like running. And you go out there, you tell yourself, I'm gonna win this race. You're going out there to win. That means even if you don't win, but you will place because guess what? You're going out there to win regardless. Whether you come first, second, or third, you're going out there to win something. So you're placing yourself. And it's rather to rank yourself high, and then if you drop down, that's okay. At least you won't drop down that far. You know, they say always aim high, but if you don't reach there, at least you're in the middle. But when they tell you, I can't do this, nobody this, no. How you doing? 1, 2, 3. It's a bless up yourself, bless up yourself. Says what we tell ourselves. And going forward, make today be 90 days of excellence. Make today be something that you want out of life. And it just means tweak some things about what you're doing wrong. Because we all do something wrong. You think we don't do nothing wrong? Mine is long enough. Some of you have equal lip. Mine no. They're unbalanced. But they're deadly sometimes. You hear me? But we can work on them. We can work on them. Because it's only one he give us, and he use so much interchangeable. Oh hi, how are you today? Oh yes, what can I do for you today? Oh no, I'm in here, I'm trying to get me a car, blah blah blah, or I'm trying to see how I could invest my little money and blah blah blah. Ain't the same lip. Have to be professional, and I ain't the same lip being rude at the same time. On different occasion, different setting, and all of these things. So let me tell you something. Work on us, and we will see changes, and it begins with our mind. Yeah, when they say whatever our mind conceives, so shall it achieve, so shall we achieve it. But if we don't want to conceive the negative no more, we gotta tell ourselves we're tired of it. You gotta cut it out your life slowly. It's a work in progress. Don't think you're just gonna drop it. It's like somebody who smoke. You think he say, "Oh, I need to quit." You think he gonna just quit tomorrow? No. But the more he say, "I'm gonna quit," or she say, "I'm gonna quit," sooner or later he probably buy the last cigarette or the last whatever, and sooner or later they don't even know when it disappear. Because that they tell themselves they no longer want to smoke. And the more you tell yourself that you want good for yourself, the more you tell yourself you want excellent, the more you tell yourself that you want value for your life, the more you tell yourself that you're going to take care of what you have left on the earth here, which is your life. It doesn't matter what age you are. You're going to make some changes. Listen, if an 80-year-old woman can go back to school, we can make changes in anything we are doing, as long as our mind and soul is still intact. And don't be afraid if you don't know nothing. If you only knew these that word was, use them. Don't think that you have to be pressured to use big words. Sometimes you use big words and you don't know the meaning of it. Use the big old what and they and where and was and where and when, because you know where you were. You know what time is it. You know when something is going to happen. Sometimes you don't know, but you know what time you need to clock in to do something. You're telling yourself what time you need to clock in. You're telling yourself what time you need to show, when and where and why. You understand me? Same thing with life. We got to speak things over our life. And today's 90 days of excellence, and I'm not going to stay any longer with you guys. I want you guys to have a wonderful day. I want you all to remember that everything begins with us. No matter how we're going to look at the world and shift this, shift that, shift our mindset and see what happens. The blessing will start to flow. And I don't care what ditch you're in, just start to shift, make changes. And changes don't, not because you make changes now, it's something that is a process, okay? So a baby steps and it will get you there, okay? Speak it and leave it to him so he can finish it for you. He will finish it, but you got to keep working though. That's the fun part of it. You got to keep working. So when he bless you with something, you got to keep working. Until then, Chatterbox is going to sign off because she chatterbox so much. Elizabeth, say hi, how are you? Greetings. And bless up yourself to everyone, to the likers, the sharers, the commenters, the well-wishers, the moderators, the subscribers. Yes, you all. We have to say bless up to you all. And you see all the silent partners who are watching day in, day out. whenever time, whether they replay, they whatever rebirth, whatever you guys are doing out here to help all of us in these YouTube streets or on these social media platform. I personally want to say thank you all for your excellence. Thank you all for your belief in us. Thank you all for your growth. Thank you for your motivation. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your support. Thank you so, so very much. Past and present people, I want to say thank you all because you all play a major role in helping Resilient Queen to transition from one place to the other. And I want to say, in everybody that is out here, whether you're in a 9 to 5, you're working for yourself, or whatever you're doing, I want you to tell yourself that, you know what, I'm going to keep going because I'm a fighter and I'm determined to win, and you will win at the end. But hard work do pay off. And it's a hard work. Until then, we say peace out. Like my moderator would say, peace out. Thank you all. Bye bye.